You guys keep coming at my girl Diana about her purple dress that she wore to her wedding. Let me tell you what I did. Okay, so it's the year 2019 and I'm working in the Flatiron District. I have a wedding in Canada and it's a Friday. If anybody knows me, they know I'm the queen of last minute. I'm talking about I did not see my own wedding dress. If you watch my wedding series, you'll know I didn't see my own wedding dress until the morning of my wedding. So I have a huge problem with procrastination and just like doing things last minute, especially when it comes to clothing and like what I should wear for events. Okay, so the wedding is in like Calgary, Canada somewhere, right? I'm in New York and it's Friday. The wedding's on Saturday. So I have to go dress shopping on my lunch break. If anybody knows, around, 35th and 8th Avenue by that Macy's, around there are all those shops of all those like Turkish people that sell dresses. So I call my mom, I'm like, oh, which one should I go to? And she gives me the name of one. I go there, I'm looking around, I see a beautiful, gorgeous, delectable, asymmetrical, velvety green dress. I'm like, OMG, this dress is for me. I go to the sales associate. I'm like, I love this dress. I have a wedding tomorrow and I'm flying out tonight from Newark Airport. How much is the dress? She tells me the dress is $450 hairs. United States American dollars. It's 2019. I'm making 40 grand a year. I cannot buy a $450 dress. Mind you, I'm the guest of a guest. So I'm like, oh, I can't buy that dress. Is there any way you can go get, is there any way you can get down lower on the price? ETC, ETC. And she's like, yeah, $420. I'm like, girl, no, my budget is $200 and that's even pushing it. I gotta hurry because my lunch break is about to end and I'm flying out later that night. So what I did was, if you guys remember, this is before COVID and work from home and all those things. So I had packed my bag to fly to Canada and put it in another conference room at my job and then told my job I was going out for a doctor's appointment, that I would have to leave work early so that I could take the train and all those things to Newark Airport. Okay. So the lady won't come down on the price. I'm looking at my clock and I realize I have 20 minutes left of my lunch break. I'm rushing. I'm going. I even end up going to Macy's. I'm walking around, but everything in Macy's looks so mother of the bride. So I was like, oh, this is not going to work. Whatever. Anyways, I ended up stumbling into this shop with like 5 minutes to go. I know that my boss is really strict. And if I get back to my job late after already telling them I'm leaving early, it's going to be a problem. OMG. Before COVID, it was so stressful. Anyways, so I'm in this shop and I'm like looking around, I'm trying on all these dresses, but this was back when I still had that donut hole in my stomach. So I try on this red dress and it literally makes me look like Clifford the Big Red Dog. I'm like, oh no, I don't look good at all. Anyways, I'm like, you guys really have to help me. I have a wedding that I'm leaving for tonight. Like I have no more time. I'm on my lunch break. I got to get back to the office. And they're like, oh, I don't know. What are you going for? I'm like, it's a Nigerian wedding. It's in Canada, etc, etc, blah, blah, blase, squaze. Like a dream as I go, oh, I look up and I see the most beautiful purplish grayish dress. You know those shops in New York City, around that 35th and 8th area? They have dresses like at eye level, but then they also have dresses on the top, right? So I'm looking at this dress and I'm like, oh my gosh, this dress is beautiful. I need it. And I know my size already. So I'm like, do you have size this? They're like, yes, no problem. So they take that little stick thing and they pull down the dress. So I no longer have time to try it on. I need to get back to work. Like I said, I'm on 34th Street and I got to get back to the Flatiron building. So I'm like, just bring the dress down, let me pay. I'm like, how much is the dress? The guy, so now me and the guy are, so as the attendant is like going into the back to get the stick to bring down the dress, me and the owner are like haggling and he's like, $275. I'm like, no, 200. That's the only thing I got. Like we're going back and forth. He's like, are you paying cash? I'm like, I'll pay cash. I just need the dress. So as that's all happening, he knows my size and everything. The person is walking behind me, takes the dress down, puts it in a bag, and they're kind of aggressive, like when they really want to make a sale and they know that they're about to make the sale, and puts the dress in a black bag. This is important. Keep this for later. So I'm like, so anyways, finally we land on $200 in cash. I rush to my wallet, give him the money. I'm like, okay, thank you. I got to go. I grab the dress and get on the train, right? I get on the train. I'm sweating, whatever. I get off the train. I run back to my job. And now I need to compose myself because I supposedly went on my lunch break. So I can't be sweating with a new bag of a dress. So I go to that conference room where my little suitcase is and stuff the bag into my suitcase, close it up and get back to the office in time. Woo! It's like 1:15. I'm a little late, but my boss doesn't really see it. I finished my work for the day, etc. At the end of the day, I think I left around like 3:30, 4 o'clock. I take my suitcase and I start heading to Newark Airport. I get to the airport, I get on the plane, I'm sitting on the plane, I'm like, woof. I land in Toronto, I take an Uber to the Airbnb somewhere very far out, somewhere in Canada. Okay, I'm staying in the Airbnb with the bride and all the bridesmaids. I'm not a bridesmaid, I'm a friend of a bridesmaid. But I get there with them, and when I get to the Airbnb, they just come back from some dinner that they were all at. I land really late at night, like let me say like something like midnight, between the landing and the driving and the delays at the airport, etc. It's like midnight. So when I get to the Airbnb, they're coming back from a dinner and they're like, oh, hey, Chi, whatever. And also, I have to dye my wig. Oh, my life, guys. I need to learn how to time manage better. Well, I have learned. This was 2019. So I'm dyeing my wig. I'm talking to them, etc., etc. Anyways, after the dyeing of the wig and all the gisting and stuff, we all go to sleep. Now it's the morning of the wedding. So I wake up. I'm in good spirits. You know, I start off greeting everybody. We're having mimosas. We're talking. We're chilling. We're having a good old time. I start doing my hair. I had to glue my, new bundles onto my head. I start doing my hair and doing my makeup. Everything's coming out perfectly. Now the bride is downstairs ready to take pictures with her bridesmaids. And you guys know me. I'm Mrs. Content Creation. So I was like, okay, let me go downstairs and, help them take pictures and then, organize themselves as the bridesmaids. So I'm like, let me put on my dress first so that we can, expedite because we're running out of time. Now, the bride's there, her mom's there, all the bridesmaids, her mother-in-law, it's everyone in this Airbnb. I go to my room, finally open up my suitcase, pull out the dress, and it's a wedding dress. The dress is not purpley gray, it's silver. I look at the dress and I just start shaking. OMG, what am I going to do? I'm in the middle of nowhere, Canada. The wedding is starting right now. I'm a friend of a friend, and I have a wedding dress on my hands. I guess when the dress was up in that light, like the lights up there, the fluorescence made it look purpley gray, but it was a wedding dress. I was shook. I didn't know what to do. I called my mom. I'm like, Mom, what should I do? Like, should I not even go at all? My mom's like, you already flew all the way over there and did all this stuff. You just gotta put on the dress. When I tell you guys I was mortified, because I'm just like, are people gonna think I did this on purpose? Like, oh my gosh, like I'm even the friend of the friend, like, OMG. Whatever. I just decided to put on a brave face and act like I didn't know what was going on, and I put on the dress. My friend looks at me in the dress and goes, oh wow, your dress. And I go, yeah. And I just don't make a mention of it. Luckily for me, obviously a Nigerian bride, she over ate. She looked so good. Like I was so scared that she was going to wear like a plain dress. If so, I would have had to literally just not go to the wedding at all. But she stunted. Like she looked so magnificent. But guys, that day shook me. Now, every time I choose a dress, I'm looking at it with a magnifying glass. Okay? Okay. Bye, guys.